It's the start of another day, another video here at Yellowstone. We're standing on top of the Continental Divide, which is also on top of the Mallard Lake Resurgent Lava Dome. We're on top of it. The Continental Divide wraps around that lava dome in this part of the park. So everything off to the right here is the Mallard Lake Dome. Just looks like a hill, but this lake is special. This lake sits right on the Continental Divide. Half of this lake sits on the east of the Continental Divide. Half of this lake sits west of the Continental Divide. In the springtime, the rains come and this lake overflows at both ends. It overflows at that end and it overflows right over here. It runs right out over there. And what runs out right over here goes to the Pacific Ocean. And then the water that runs out the other end goes to the Gulf of Mexico out of the same lake. So there's a lot of lily pads. We've got some little flowers. They're not quite open. Let me see if I can find out what I'm looking at there. There's one. Little flower. So let's move around and show you the other end of the lake. It goes on over, the road goes over top of it. And these lily pads do got a lot of flowers over here. It gets more sun. See the yellow flowers. So anyway, we're going to move on and we're going to see all the main geyser basins, the really good ones today, all of them. There's about 4 of them in a row. They're all just a couple miles apart from each other. They're right over here on the other side of this Mallard Lake Dome, and they start right up the valley there, and we're going to see all of these today. And just so you can see there, Continental Divide, 8,262 feet. Well, we was heading up here above Midway Geyser Basin, but then I turned on Fire Hole Lake Drive. Thought we'd do this little drive first. It's just a couple mile loop road. And there's a little hot spring here side of the road. Nice thing about these little drives I got around the park, there's hardly anybody on them. I'm gonna do something I shouldn't do. I'm gonna touch this. I'm actually gonna touch this. I got it. That's ooh, that's, I don't know. Say 140 degrees. I could only hold my finger in there a few seconds and it got too hot. Oh, with everybody else, don't do what I just did. You can fall in there and kill yourself. Look at them bubbles coming up through that water. Isn't that neat? That's a pretty cool hot spring. This here's a road nobody would hardly ever take in Yellowstone. But we got a full week here, so we can do these little side trips that most people don't see. Just look at how it's like steam turning back into water before it reaches the surface. You see steam flashing down there, and it turns back into water before it can reach the surface. It's like an underwater puma roll. This is one unique spring. I haven't seen one like this.
Yeah, this is neat.
These people just got out touring this place in one of these. That would be cool. So you had the really cool geyser down here where all the people are. I thought we'd go up here and take a look at this tiny little neglected hot spring up here that nobody pays any attention to because you got something so spectacular just over the hill. Just a tiny little hot spring. Nobody pays attention to. I feel so sad for you. People would look at you if you were anywhere else. Anyway, I appreciate you. You see how hot you are. Ooh, ooh, that's hot. That's pretty hot. I gotta quit doing that. I'll get blisters on my fingers. That's one of the Beatles songs. Showing my age. Well, let's move on around the road and see what else we find. Kind of like a bubbling witch's cauldron all around the edge there. This is Surprise Pool. Not sure what the surprise is. Y'all in there, you get a surprise. And that thing just put like a mushroom caught in there all of a sudden.
Look at that thing bubbling.
Let's walk over there. I can't get no closer because you can't walk around this kind of ground out here. You can fall through. Let's watch this thing for a second. See if it puts another mushroom cloud in the air.
Time I get up here.
It just done it again.
Time I get up here and get it.
So apparently it's about 5-6 minutes between eruptions. It just come up in one huge bubble.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't get the bubble, but I got the immediate aftermath. You'd have to sit there and film it for like 6 solid minutes to catch that bubble. This is the Great Fountain Geyser. The geyser's right there in the center. They said it should erupt sometime, anytime between now and 10 o'clock tonight. So you'd have to sit here all day to catch this thing go off one time. But the size of it, it looks like it would be a spectacular geyser to see go off. Just want to show the back side of the geyser. It's got some terraces going down. So this thing must put out some serious water when it goes off to do all this. This is White Dome Geyser. Kind of looks like the Matterhorn at Disneyland. Kind of. Little bit. In a way. Sort of.
Can't see.
Yeah, it was going off as we pulled up. Well, I'm going to shut the camera off now. I'm going to give you a better look of it. But anyway, as soon as it starts going again, if it does here in the next few minutes, I'll turn the camera back on. Came across the street here from where that geyser is right over there. And there's some holes in the ground over here. I can hear a lot of gurgling. It's all hollow under there, so look at that cave. Let me move around here. A cave leading into the underworld. Just wanted to show the melting road. I don't know how good you can see that on video, but it's like flowing asphalt because of the heat. Yeah, see, we were just way back yonder here, but just go by here. There's a hot spring. I can't get up to it to look at it. But I was just looking at the colorful runoff from it, where the hot water's got the orange algae in it. It's kind of cool. We're headed on around this direction. I'm just curious, here's a stream. All this thermal stuff. I wonder how warm the stream is. Let's go check. Oh, that would feel so good to get into. Oh, that's about 85 degrees. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, this is Firehole Drive we've been on, and this is Firehole Lake. A steaming hot lake. Got some geyser action going on there, hot pool. I'm going to move across the street now to the bigger part of the lake. Actually, I'm going to walk out here to this geyser thing out here first. It's a crazy place. Now we're going to move across to the big part of the lake. This is steady geyser. I guess because it's steady, it goes off all the time. It's kind of neat. The algae, thermophiles algae, has come loose from the bottom and floated to the top here. Oh, here's the other side of that geyser. It's pretty cool. So this pool back here is putting out all this water flowing down through here. That's a good bit of water. Came out of one pool. So it's a boiling hot Niagara Falls. Firehole Lake, one hot lake. Although it looks a lot hotter at this end than it does the other end. I'll bet somewhere in there it would feel nice. You got seaweed like stuff growing in this hot spring. Hadn't really noticed that anywhere else before. It's moving around almost like it's alive.
It is. It is alive.
I'm not sticking my finger in there, it might grab me.
That's pretty neat.
And I don't want to be grabbed by some
Reminds me of
alien life form that's living in
Reminds
Yellowstone.
me of some alien movie I watched one time where the plants came alive and ate everyone.